Hello and welcome back. We from generator room we went to upstream. I skipped all the way from upstream to here because I did not want to bore you guys with moving all the way across a couple islands to go all the way to generator room again to show you that after getting this gem, we went to upstream. We got the gem there, and now we're back to go to toxic waste. And I'm sure you can get the gem here, but I will bet money I'm gonna die a lot of time. I might get a game over. I suck at this level. For a good reason. When these toxic waste barrels start to hop, I guess not hop, but bounce. Bounce is a better word. When they start to bounce, oh my goodness. Does it get harder? It gets harder. I feel like I'm fighting the mafia. Oh my god. I thought I almost died. I thought I was about to die. I would have been upset too, because I have double protection. Kids don't use double protection. Well, I mean, it depends on what kind. But anyways, after that. Time to concentrate. I almost lost a little mic. Anyways, keep it moving. This is where it starts to jump, I think. I'm scared, yeah, it is. Yep. I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. Yep, see? Hit me. It's tough, man. It's tough. I'm gonna wait for that. Is it coming? Hello? Ooh, there are lights coming from the ceiling. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, I'm safe here. Yep, I died. I hate that. It's like one of the worst ways to die too. I hate that. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I hate that. I hate this level. This is one of the levels I hate. It's like one of those levels that you're glad you get a gem out of it the first time. And that you don't have to revisit because it's hard. Because of the jumping barrels. The bouncing barrels. The bouncing barrels of doom. I hate that. And it wasn't even the barrel's fault I died. It was me being dumb. Well, not dumb, but I didn't play correctly. Not that I played. I made a mistake. I mean, I guess every single time you make a mistake. Actually, not really. Well, huh. If you die in a game, or if you lose, right? But you played correctly, does it mean you made a mistake? No. One way I'll kind of argue that point is if you're to play Pokemon, right? And there's a lot of luck involved in that game. And even if you were to play all like strategically sound in a way where if you played, you know, if you made the correct plays, then you would not lose, you know what I mean? But if hacks happens, for instance in Pokemon, there's a 6.25% chance, I think it's that number, to get a critical hit where you do times 1.5 damage and it ignores defense boosts and light screens, stuff like that. So let's say if you are setting up where you are let's say you're setting up like defense boost, and you're and if let's say you cosmic powered 6 times, right? And so basically your defense and special defense are times 4. So let's say you had Clefable, that learns cosmic power. And if Clefable had, let's say, 100 in defense and special defense, you use cosmic power 6 times, you'll have 400 defense, 400 special defense. Now, if the opponent gets a critical hit, all of those boosts are negated. They don't work. 6.25% chance that happens. Even if you play perfectly, it could happen. I want to see something. Is this a safe spot? Yes. This is a safe spot. Yes. Alright. That's all I wanted to know. Anyways, so if you were to play perfectly and then you set up with Clefable and you feign 5 of this Pokemon, right? And okay, actually a different scenario. You're down to your last, and your last is Clefable. You manage to get to where you can Cosmic Power 6 times, and now you can use Stored Power, right? And let's say they don't have any Dark types left in the game, right? So let's take that out of account. Because, for instance, let's say you had a Machamp to take care of its Dark type, you know, that kind of thing, to patch up for that weakness, you know, team synergy. Anyways, so let's say your last is Clefable, they don't have any Dark types, and you set up your Cosmic Powers, and Clefable's your last, and then they have 3 left, and they can all be killed by Cosmic Power. And since you have Soft Boiled or Wish, depending on, you know, your preference or whatever. So depending on those two, you do have a healing move, right? You do have a healing move, so you can heal yourself if you get on low health. But Clefable isn't the fastest. So you can get outsped and hit, but you can take a hit. Especially since you do have 6 Cosmic Powers. You're times 4 essentially. Oh crap. And so it's your Clefable versus 3, and if you, like, let's say if you do damage calcs, because if there's a Pokemon damage calculator, you can look it up. You can use it to see what the maximum damage a Pokemon can do. For instance, let's say Mega Gallade with you know, 31 IVs in attack, Adamant Nature, 252 effort value points in attack. So basically max attack Gallade can only do, let's say, 20%, no, not even 20%, like 10% to 10% max HP damage to a 252 HP, effort value 31 IV, 126 EV and some defense, so it's like split, you know. So like a Clefable invested in defense, you know what I mean? So at +6, basically meaning 6 Cosmic Powers. So they can only do like 10%, right? And let's say you have Mega Gallade, right? And you have, like, let's say the opponent has like Smeargle or something, and for some reason Smeargle uses Explosion, it's like 5%, you know, and then you kill it, right? So that's easy, right? And you have the game in the bag because the last ones are not like threats, right? I'm trying to think of a 6th Pokemon. No, not like a 3rd Pokemon that's not really a threat to it. Like, let's say Volcarona. That doesn't have any stat boosts because that Pokemon is notorious for stat boosting. So you can take out Volcarona. relatively easy. Oh my gosh. So you can take out Volcarona relatively easy at +6, right? And so if there is no hacks, meaning there's no luck involved in the damage calculations, like if you don't get a crit, like no, if the opponent doesn't get a crit, you steamroll the team. You can take all the hits and live, and you do a lot with stored power, right? But you know, you didn't make any mistakes. You would win under normal conditions, but you lose because the opponent gets a critical hit. Like, let's say the Mega Galley gets a critical hit with Psycho Cut because it has an increased chance to get a critical hit because of the effect of its Psycho Cut. I think that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure at this point. Yeah, I think it is Psycho Cut because Zen Headbutt's like the non-crit version that has a chance to flinch, but I think has less power. I'm not sure. And let's say the Volcarona gets a critical hit too, and the Smeargle gets a critical hit when it does explosion, you know, and then your Fable dies. Not dies, faints, you know? And it's not your fault. The opponent got 6 critical hits. There are plenty of ways you can lose to luck. Due to being unlucky, the opponent can get 6 critical hits in a row. I've seen that. Your opponent can... I mean, you... Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, that sucks. See, this is why I don't like this level. Difficult. Anyways, so you could, like, what's it called? Get critted, like, you can get critical hit like, every turn. It's possible. I've seen it. You can miss Focus Blast 6 times in a row. It doesn't matter. And, you know, you could argue, oh, you don't like the shaky accuracy of, let's say, Focus Blast that has, like, 70 accuracy or something? Use Hidden Power Fighting or whatever. You know? And it's like, really? You know... I mean, you can say that, but, you know, it's like, oh, you don't want to miss Hydro Pump? You Surf, you know, that's, you know, sometimes you do need that extra power. Some people carry Hydro Pump and Surf on the same Pokemon just because, you know, there will be situations where they need that extra power unless, or else they will lose if they don't do enough damage, right? Some Pokemon, like, for instance, Gengar, the only attacking move that is fighting type to get good coverage, type coverage, is Focus Blast. And you don't want to put Hidden Power Fighting, you'd rather put Hidden Power Fire on it because it's more useful that way to deal with Ferrothorn and other Pokemon like that, you know what I mean? Steel types. So, you know, there are so many ways you can think about this scenario, but I'm saying is that you could play perfectly and lose due to being unlucky because that's how the game is. And I don't like that. A lot of people don't like losing just because the opponent's lucky. And then the opponent thinks that they're better than you because they want to do the hacks. You know, I'm not saying every opponent, but, you know, there are those that, you know, they really do think, oh my gosh, I beat you. No, you got lucky. But they don't want to accept that. They just feel good that they beat you. Okay. I don't like that Crash Bandicoot jumps when he gets hurt. That killed me. So we're gonna do this again. But yeah, so I can rant on and on and on for so many things. So many online games have luck involved. Pokemon has a lot of luck involved. Even like remember how I said that, you know, maximum, like a Pokemon could do, for instance, Mega Galley can only do a maximum of 20% damage to a Clefable if it's a certain investment in HP defense or whatever. That is because there's a random number generator involved in every attack. So for instance, oh my gosh, I can't time it. What's wrong with me? Anyways, for instance, in Pokemon there's called high rolling and low rolling. And I think most of you who have played Pokemon will know what I'm talking about, even if you don't know the term. Because if you play through the game, sometimes you'll notice that sometimes your attack do more damage to the exact same Pokemon, and then the next turn you do like way less and you can't kill the Pokemon. Well, not kill, faint. The other Pokemon, well, that's because of high rolling and low rolling. There's a number generator involved with all the attacks, so where you will do between a certain range of damage. I keep dying. Depending on the move, just depending on luck, basically. And so, if you look at Pokemon damage calculator online, you can see the range of damage that a move can do, dependent on the individual values that are inherited through breeding, or you just get them from catching wild Pokemon, or through manipulations using external devices. And then there are effort values is basically how you train your Pokemon. And you enter that data in, and then you can see the outcome. And then from there, you can actually, say, oh, you want to, like, let's say your Pokemon needs to be able to live a hit from a specific threat to the team, and then retaliate later. Like, a very far-fetched example is Latios living Tyranitar's Pursuit, if it were to switch out. So you could literally invest a certain amount of HP and defense EVs to Latios so that it'll live a Pursuit if it switches out. I don't even know that's possible. I'm just, using this as an example of what you could calculate for it, And then you can say, oh, guaranteed to hit KO. Like you would need, like they would need to hit you twice. Like if you're at full health, and you can calculate. Oh, after Stealth Rocks, then how many EVs would I need to guarantee I live, kind of thing, so I can switch out. But a win. About a win. Yes. And kind of on time because I can go on the ramp more, but it'd be pointless. It really would be. Anyways, I got a perfect. I knew I could get a perfect. I was confident in myself. Oh, blue gem. Uh-oh. I think I know what that means. That means I have to go back to the Cortex room and deal with that. Oh no, that'd be terrible. I hate that. That level's hard. There are some levels that I'm not looking forward to, and that's one of them. But anyways, that was Toxic Waste.